Promoted to second-degree black belt, the Chuck Norris assistant, Mr. Drew Simino. Promoted to third-degree black belt.
But now that I have this, I can either get this, because I want to read this one, or something else. I hear good things about this one, but we'll see. Oh, it's Saran from Saran on her Instagram loves this one. But this is one that I wanted to get. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna do it. And they're paperbacks, so they should be hopefully cheap.
Kids, and you pray they don't become like you. Hello, somebody, right? And you also pray they don't give you the grief that you gave your parents. Good luck with that. But you cry out, right, again and again for God to move, and it might be that the miracle has already happened. Our job is to stand on that ground and trust God, and that's such a good word, Brandy.
So
Thank
good.
you.
That's so, when Jed read this book this summer, when it came out, Brandy's book, first of all, he said, like, we have to have her come to Central.
I read every word of this personally, right? You know, because I loved it. I was like, oh, it's Brandy. We love her. I'll read a little. And then I was like, oh, that's really good. Whoa, you know, like, and as I'm reading along, I'm not divorced, but I'm like, this is a lot of nuggets here, you know, like, this is really great. And then I started learning some things that helped me in my own life, I think helped our marriage, helped me kind of think about parenting in a fresh way. Like, you have a lot of great practical nuggets. Anyway, keep going.
But the one of the things he also said was, when he finished reading it, he said, you know, at the end of this book, man, it's just so obvious how much Brandy loves Jesus. And I will tell you that, like, in the darkest part, that especially in those early days, the darkest season, that was hard fought for, right? Hard fought for, to hang on to your faith, to hang on to the goodness of God, to hang on.
A foothold. in your heart. Now you think about it, anger, it not only gives a foothold, but I think what do climbers do? They need more than handholds, they need footholds. If a climber has a good foothold, they can go up further, they can climb further. And so here's the strategy. I think the devil wants to use anger and hurt in our lives to get a foothold in our lives and to grow that so that it goes from being a foothold to a stronghold. And if he can get a stronghold of bitterness and unforgiveness growing in our lives, we start to become angry people. We get angry at those that are close to us. We repel people through our own anger and bitterness. It becomes a devastating thing. He can render us completely ineffective for God because we gave him a foothold that became a stronghold simply through unforgiveness. How do you forgive? Especially when the other person doesn't deserve forgiveness.
Great question. And never apologizes and never asks for it. How do you
never owns
forward?
it, never apologizes, never tries to make it right.
Yeah, that's hard. Forgiveness is hard. Forgiveness is a journey. I think sometimes we think it's a single act, and it is not. It is something that I find that we have to do over and over and over. Ask for that forgiveness, or give that forgiveness, and hand it over to God. I think when we try to handle it all on our own, we're not going to be capable of giving forgiveness when it's not deserved and hasn't been asked for. But it's only with the help of God, and that forgiveness actually gives us freedom. And it's because of the blood that was shed on the cross, where God gave us freedom, that gave us the forgiveness, that we can pay that forward to other people.
Yeah, and with that kind of spirit, one of the things that you wrote about is kind of how you talk about your ex among your kids. I think this was very insightful. I do think it's connected to trying to forgive and move forward, but speak to that for a minute.
Hey friends, so remember yesterday when I was showing off my Barnes & Noble haul and I was like, oh, these are all the books I got at Barnes & Noble, there shouldn't be any more? Well, I lied. So, funny story, today my grandpa told me they might be doing like a cross-country trip and they wanted like a map to read to know where they're going, and so he went to Barnes & Noble and he went to go get himself a giant map. And so while he was looking at the map section, I went to the young adult buy one get one half off, and so I got A Door in the Dark by Scott Riggington. This is a first in a YA fantasy series. I'm not sure how long the series is. I know book 2 just came out and I saw it on the shelf and I was like, damn it, I should have waited for the paperback of book 2, but now the paperback of book 2 won't be coming out till next year. I think this is, as of right now, a duology, but again, it could become a trilogy, it could become more. I have another book by this author. Scott Riggington is the author of Ash Lords, which I haven't read yet, but I should. Maybe I'll read that first before reading this one. I think Ash Lords is a fantasy standalone novel, so yeah, very excited for this. But does this cover give anyone else Mortal Instruments vibes? Because yes, please. And then the other book I got because I saw my friend Dana talked about the series. She binge read this whole 4-book series from Jennifer Lynn Barnes, who's the author of the Inheritance Game series. Oh my gosh, words. I actually been interested in this series for a while now, and I'm happy to have the new covers. They're all so stunning. I love it. I cannot wait to read both of these books. These are both first books in a series, and they were during the buy one get one 50% off deal. So yay for more books to my TBR. Woohoo! Good morning, bookish friends. Welcome and welcome back to the vlog. Today is Monday, April 22nd. Yeah. Happy Earth Day to those who celebrate. I don't celebrate it, but I know today is Earth Day. And I wanted to come on here with a reading update because I read a lot in my current read last night and a little bit this morning while I was doing chores before our new maid comes to the house. So I listened to a lot of A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. This is the third and final installment of the trilogy. And I am loving this book. I'm having so many feelings in it. I'm scared to see how this one ends because there's been like 5 character deaths already, and I'm like, how is there so many character deaths? I am more than halfway through. According to my audiobook, I'm like 60 something % into it. So I literally have this much left to read. So after I finish editing a couple videos for you guys today, I'm gonna finish this book and probably cry on camera because I feel like this book is gonna make me cry. So I've been reading like a lot of series finales for me lately, and so I kind of want a smaller book to read this week. So I will be finishing Curse for True Love today, and I'm loving it. So I have a couple options that I can do for my next read. These are what I'm thinking can be my next read. I'm very excited for all of these. One of them is a carryover from my March TBR, and it's super short too. So that is Alana, the First Adventures, Song of the Lioness by Tamira Pierce, or Tamira, I don't know how to say the author's name correctly. This is a first book in a new YA fantasy. Well, not new, it's actually an older series. This is a first book in a new to me YA fantasy series, and it's super short. I feel like if I start this today, I would be able to finish it. I will be physically reading this one because I know there's an audiobook from Audible only, and I've already used my Audible credit this month, so I'm definitely going to be physically reading this unless I can find an audiobook somewhere else. But this is only 7 chapters in this book, so I feel like I can literally do that in like a day. Might be a little challenge for me. So I don't know too much about this. It says, in a time when girls are forbidden to be warriors, Alana of Treadbrawn wants nothing more than to be a knight of the realm of Tortal. Sorry for butchering words. So Alana finds a way to switch places with her twin brother, Thom, and disguise as a boy, begins her training as a page at the palace of King Roland. But the road to knighthood, as she discovers, is not an easy one. Alana must master weapons, combat, and magic, as well as polite behavior, her temper, and even her own heart. Ooh. I know I saw Jason from Easy Cat talk about this whole series, how he literally binge read this whole entire series when he got it sent to him from the publishers, and I was like, that is actually very promising, so very excited for this. Next I have, if I wanted to, I could read this because this is a YA contemporary standalone novel, and that is Give Me a Sign by Anna Sorrentino. I'm so sorry for butchering words. Oh my gosh. This is a book that I bought at Target. As you can see from my Target sticker is still on here. Let's actually take that off because it's gonna bug me. Actually, I'll take it off afterwards. This is a new to me author and a debut author as well. And I picked this out because this is on my April TBR. I picked this out for the reading challenge of read a title with the letter G in it. And so obviously Give has the letter G in it, and I still really want to read this. I'm actually in like a contemporary mood and romance mood as well, so hopefully I'll pick this up this week as well. I do know there's an audiobook available on my Libby account right now, so maybe I will read this after having my heart wrecked from Stephanie Carver. I also might include this into a secret vlog that I'm making for you guys at the moment, so you might see me talk about this in a secret vlog. And then these last 3 books are just books I have for my library that I need to read because all my library books are due like May 6th, I think. So I would like to get to, this is my new recent checkout, and that is Wild Lore Book 4, The Night Compass by Amanda Foody. I read book 3 last month and I really enjoyed it. I give it 4 stars, and I'm excited to see where we go in book 4 because we ended on a cliffhanger in book 3. So I was like, oh, I really want to know what's gonna happen. But I know that if I do read this one this week as well, I know I'm gonna be mad because I'll have to wait a whole year for book 5, and book 5 doesn't come out till 2025. I wonder if the author did that on purpose. Anyways, I'm very excited for this. I love our cast of characters. The audiobook for this one, the narrator is Steve West, and so I cannot wait to listen to this and devour it as much as I did with book 3. On the opposite end of the spectrum of a fantasy book, I have another contemporary book I could read. I can read The Getaway List by Emma Lord. This is Emma Lord's newest book that just came out in the month of January, and it was actually on my most anticipated reads list. So if I do read this, that will accomplish a goal for me. It's not really a goal, it's just I want to try and read my new releases as soon as I get them. And this is one of them. Again, I do have the audiobook for this, but I did started physically reading this one, and I'm only like 3 chapters in, so I'm not that far in, but I'm 3 chapters into this one, so maybe I'll pick this one back up and then finish it. That way I can do a book review for you guys, and also that way I can just return this to my library before May 6th. And last but not least, if I wanted to go on a middle grade route, I could do Winston Chu versus the Wingmasters by Stacey Lee. This is the second final book of this duology, so if I wanted to, I could finish off a series. And I've only finished 2 series this month, I think. I will have to look inside my bedroom because I'm outside in the living room. Anyways, I'm really excited but nervous to see how this one ends, just because I just recently read book 1 and I loved it so much that I gave it 5 stars. It was so fun. I can't wait to listen to this one via audiobook as well, or since it's a middle grade, I might physically read this one. So if I wanted to, I could physically read these, and then the other 3 that I showed you, or actually I have 3 books I could physically read because I have Alana and these 2 books right here. But then I could audiobook Give Me a Sign and Wild Lore. So this is what I'm hoping to read in the next couple of weeks, days, months. I am currently editing a video for you guys that you should hopefully see before this video goes up. So this is what I'm hoping to maybe start this week. I know it's a lot. It's literally 5 books. So one of these 5 books I'm going to start reading. I don't know which one will be which, but we shall see how I feel about them. So if you guys need me, I'm going to finish editing, and then I'm going to go do some time-lapse of me reading In a Curse for True Love. Bye, guys.
Caleb's gonna be here in like 10 minutes and I'll get it. He's supposed to be coming for this Black Belt class. He drives back to Arizona tomorrow. What do you mean? I should break this down. Go do another one. I mean, I forgot his back, but I'm gonna make myself done. My body is not having it. Alright, ready?
So you kind of, that's what we do the shit so we shred one back to the other. And that creates
I didn't hold my tuck at all. Next one, I'll do them in like 20 minutes. I did it right.
Good job, Roman. Yeah. Manson, but like, messed up. I wasn't thinking. I could have kept us all alive, but so much time.
Yeah.
My pants and on my top, and it still has blood on it.
It's okay. You're good.
I'm just gonna bow in as a black belt, even though I still have to bow in at the back because so I'm still not even supposed to do anything. So that's why I'm gonna bow in as a black belt, and I'm gonna stand in there as a black belt. And then
Angel, psst. Are you doing roly-polies? Are you doing roly-polies? Angel. Angel. Come here. Come here, girlie. Say hello to the vlog. No, say hello here. Come here. Say hi to the camera. Look at that. That's a good girl. Can you say hello? Say I love you. Can you say I love you? Are you checking on your brother? Oh, look at them. They're touching paws. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. No, not today. Not today, huh? Not today. Oh, Bubs. What woke you up, my dude? Good morning, bookish friends. Happy Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. It's not even 5 a.m. yet. The reason why I'm up and already ready for work is because I work at 5:45 a.m. this morning. But I have some reading update. I am not quite finished with Chaos and Flames yet, but I am very, very close to the end. This is how much I have left in the book, and I'm really loving this one. This is a fantastic first book in a new series. And funny thing about this is not only is this a ebook or an e-arc that Penguin Teen sent to me, I have the e-arc of book 2, which is Blood and Fury. Future me will put a cover here on the screen. Book 2 comes out either May 7th or May 22nd. I can't remember. One of those two dates. It comes out sometimes in May, which is amazing because it's already the end of April. This will be my 10th book of the month if I do finish this today, or I know I'm going to finish this today because I can't put this book down. It's so good so far. I'm going to be bringing a contemporary, actually more like adult romance to work because this is what I'm reading for my weekly vlog that I'm making. I'm going to be bringing Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. This is a adult romance that is the first in a contemporary series, but they're all like companion books. I'm thinking of annotating this one, so I definitely won't be using these colors. I might use these colors right here. might use these colors right here for Part of Your World, so I'm gonna put those in there. I did start the first chapter just to get the feel of it, and I liked it. I just honestly didn't give it enough like pages to just get an actual feel for it, but I love the writing so far. It's very easy to read, so I'm gonna be physically reading this one. Might take me a while to physically read this, but I know my friend Clint over at Reads Readers, he read this in like a day once he started it. Here is the cover, in case nobody knows what I'm talking about. It's a very popular romance book on TikTok, and so I feel like everybody should know what this book is and who Abby Jimenez is. I own all 3 of her books from Book of the Month, and her most recent one, just for the summer, I just got from Book of the Month in the month of April, and my Book of the Month came late this month because of a printing issue, but I got all of my books, 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 of my books from the month of April, and I'm very excited for those. So I need to go post a couple posts I have planned for this week for my Instagram and for my TikTok, and then after that I'll be leaving for work. But yeah, my reading update is I'm like 9 chapters away from finishing Chaos and Flames, and then I'm gonna be starting Part of Your World today. Hopefully at work I can do some time lapse of me finishing this and reading more of this. So 2 very different books, but I need a palette cleanser, so I'm bringing Part of Your World to work with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello bookish friends, welcome and welcome back to the vlog. It is Thursday, yes, Thursday, and it's actually Thursday evening as I'm filming this, because I believe I filmed a clip this morning, but I finished Chaos and Flames by Tessa Granton and Justina Ireland. Oh my goodness, I was screaming at work. I believe I did a time lapse of me reading a little bit before the ending. I should have kept recording because nobody was around me, but oh my freaking goodness, I am so excited to read book 2. I have an e-arc of book 2, so maybe I'll add that into my Penguin Teen vlog that I'm making right now. But this was so good. I was a little confused in the beginning with like the cast and characters just because of the way the writing is, but once I was like halfway through the novel, I was so enthralled I could not put it down. I'm so excited to pick up Blood and Fury. I forgot I had an e-arc of book 2, so I was like, I can read this right away, and I can also read it before the release date. So now that I finished that, I'm gonna be starting my first book of my, well, I've already started this, but I'm starting my first book for my vampire vlog, and that is A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Falazier. This is a first in a YA fantasy duology. I'm very excited for this, but I'm also nervous because I just found out that book 2 doesn't come out till 2025. What is with me and starting series with sequels that aren't out yet? This is like what, my 3rd series I'm doing this with? Yeah, my 3rd series. I read So Let Them Burn, Heartless Hunter, and A Tempest of Tea this month that are all first book in a series where the sequel are not out yet. And wow, I just now realized that all 3 of those books are my most anticipated reads as well. So I will be doing some time lapse of me reading in here tomorrow because I do have a double shift tomorrow. I'm hoping to hang out at the library during my lunch break. So hoping by the time I get to lunch, I can just sit down and read this book. I am on chapter 6, page 50 exactly. I love how fast-paced and quick the writing is. I haven't finished her other duology, like her first duology she had, which is We Hunt the Flame. I read We Hunt the Flame, loved it, gave it 5 stars, so I'm expecting none nothing but amazing things about this one. Maybe if I do finish this and I want to read more of her writing, I'll go back and reread We Hunt the Flame and then pick up We Free the Stars, because I own both of them and I haven't read them. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I have a reading vlog of me and Taylor buying book 2 of We Hunt the Flame duology. So I'll put that book shopping vlog up above or down below in the description box. Definitely check that out. But yeah, I finished my first book for my Penguin Teen vlog, and then I'm starting my first vampire book. I'm really enjoying my reads lately. Like, I don't know if it's just because I woke up super early and I got most of my stuff done before 5 a.m., which was amazing. For my next Penguin Teen book, I am going to try and physically read Playing for Keeps by Jennifer Dugan. This is a YA contemporary standalone novel, and I'm going to be reading this because, as you can see, I read 2 fantasy back to back, so it's time for a palate cleanser, and it's time to read a contemporary book, a queer contemporary book, that is. So let's go start reading this one, and I'll let you know how I feel about it. Bye. Oh, I also forgot that I had Bookish Book Mill. I don't know what this is. We haven't got a white package in a while. I know it's not an ARC because it's too tiny to be an ARC. It's from Penguin Random House. I don't know. So let's find out together and see what this is. Maybe this is a pre-order goodie that I did, because there was a couple pre-order goodies that I did recently. Let's see. Can you guys see it? Oh, is there anything in here? How sad would it be if nothing's in there? Let's see. Oh my gosh. No way. That's so cool. Making sure there's nothing else in there. Okay, so it is my pre-order goodie. So I pre-ordered my Star Wars The Living Force book that just came out this month. You'll see that in my April book haul. But I just got the signed book plate from them. I'm so excited. I love John's writing, so I'm so happy to have a signed book plate that goes into my signed collection shelf. And they also sent a John Jackson Miller bookmark. It says Explore Galaxy from Stories Note from John Jackson Miller at farawaypress.com. And you can also follow the author on Instagram. So there's a bunch of other like Star Wars books that he written and some non-Star Wars books. So that is really, really cool. I'm going to add this into my Star Wars book now. But yeah, that was really cool to open on camera. Yay! Hello, bookish friends. So I just woke up from a nap that I just took because I worked about 19 hours for the past 2 days, so I needed to get some sleep, and so I did. Anyways, I wanted to come on here because at work today I did some time lapse of me reading at work, which I hope is okay. I mean, I'm not okay, like physically I'm not okay after reading A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Falazieh. Oh my goodness. That's all I can say about this book without spoiling it. So this was my first book I was reading for my vampire vlog. So hello, vampire vlog, for those who are seeing it or not seeing it. I don't know. I had this on my TBR for the month of April because it was a group buddy read I did with a couple of my friends on Facebook that I made, and also it was a TBR jar challenge that I got pulled from my TBR challenge jar, and it was to read a book with a heist in it, and this obviously dealt with a heist, and I loved everything about this book. The writing was beautiful. There was a couple quotes I wish I tabbed, but I didn't, so I took pictures of them on my phone. How rude of you, car. I took pictures of quotes on my phone, which I think you guys saw that in my time-lapse clip before this. But overall, I'm really excited for book 2. I'm dying to see what happens in book 2. I know the author says she's currently writing that one, and she's writing another book at the moment. So I finished my first vampire book. I think my next book, I forgot to grab it, so let me go get it real quick. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, bitch.
Thanks. Give me a fucking heart attack. Oh, I'm thinking some random guy's opening my door again. Okay.
Not again.
You don't know he is.
Oh. Hello, bookish friends. Welcome back to the vlog. Sorry for looking like shit today. I have not been feeling well today. Ever since like Sunday morning, since I've been home from church, I have not been feeling well. So I wanted to come on here with a reading update. It is the first day of May, so happy May. Anyways, what I'm currently reading is a lot of books, but my main focus is Relit edited by Sandra Proudman. This is 16 short stories of classic remixes, Latinx heritage story. A collection of classic stories reimagined by Latinx authors. So we got stories in here that are Beauty and the Beast, Pride and Prejudice, The Great Gatsby, and a few others well-known stories. But I am more than halfway through this one. I started this last night on a whim because I was like, this cover is stunning. Let me see what it's about. So I actually read the synopsis last night and I was like, let me start this. And I am now more than halfway through in this one. I am hoping to finish this tomorrow at work or even tonight, because tonight I'm probably just going to chill in my room. I did took the dogs on a walk today, so that's good. And then if I do finish this, I'm going to pick up one of my carryovers that I had. I did start it and I got halfway through in Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. I had to put this one down because my audiobook for this was due yesterday, so I had to return my audiobook for it. But I am halfway through this one as well. I'm 120 pages in, so hoping to make more progress in this in the month of May. I'm buddy reading this with my friend Lori right now, so hoping Lori and I will finish this one sometimes in May. But for right now, it's giving me a 3-star feel, so I'm kind of disappointed if this is a 3-star read. After that, I might pick up one of my Owl Crate books that I got, because I keep staring at, and I think this deals with vampires in it too, so I think I might pick up The Last Blood Craver by Vanessa Lee. I keep staring at this book while having this sit on my TBR cart right here. So I'm hoping to pick this one up this week as well. I know this is a first in a series, so we shall see how that goes. But yeah, this is kind of like my reading plans for the weekend. It is Wednesday, May 1st as I'm filming this. So have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow with a reading update. Bye.